So in this video, I'd like you to sit back and I'd like you to think of this statement. Know your why. Well, that's silly. Why what? Why are you making the choices that you're making? Why are you pursuing that particular career? Why are you in that relationship all around when you're not sure whether you're going to be happy or not, right? But know your why, and that will answer so many questions later on. I was asked to speak to a university group about my career as an educator, and I've retired after 28 years of being an educator, and I had to ask myself why in order to give them a valid answer, right? The reason why I became an educator is because I wanted to be better and more inspirational than the educators that I had. I thought there has to be a way in order to reach students without humiliating them, without belittling them, right? And there's so many out there, but there's tons that are not like that. There are tons of authentic, caring, loving teachers. And that's what I wanted to be. So when they were asked, these students in this class that I was speaking to, when they were asked why do they want to be a teacher, several of them said to make sure that each child is taken care of emotionally. So yes, as an educator, we are out there to teach a core topic. I taught science for 13 years. I taught reading the rest of the time. I really enjoyed my job. I enjoy teaching. But I had to ask myself, why was I really there? Well, that all came to be when I applied to the PhD program, which I never thought I'd be able to do because a teacher in third grade said I'd never amount to anything. Well, come one day, I was passing by years later with a bachelor's degree, passed by that school and asked if they had any openings. They did. They hired me on the spot. Why was I there? It was all internal for me to show that teacher who was no longer there that I did amount to something. In fact, I amounted to her job. And then moving on from there, years later, applying for the master's program and the PhD program. Why? Why was I an educator? Because I wanted to inspire. I wanted to address the social and emotional concerns of students, which eventually became the topic for my dissertation. Because your dissertation has to be a passion. It has to be. Because you are writing 5 chapters in that book on that topic that you're going to become an expert in. And with that said, I had the experience of my own experience of how I was treated and the experience of teaching students that were basically coming in with trauma. But I'm addressing this to you, okay? I'm addressing this to you. And by that I mean I want you to stop and think, what is the purpose behind you pursuing what you're pursuing? Whether it's a job, a relationship, just an overall goal. What is the purpose behind it? I want you to stop and think about it. Yes, this channel is meant for 60 and above, so I want everyone. I'm thinking about just opening it up to everyone. What makes that decision so important? The decision to pursue what you're pursuing, right? We all have choices. We all have choices. And if we choose to follow that dream, make sure you know your why you're pursuing that dream. I can tell you in my lifespan, I didn't know from day one all the way to now. I had to figure it out. Is that what we all have to do? Like mom and dad used to say, you have to learn the hard way, don't you, Rosie? I guess I did have to learn the hard way. So as I leave you today, this is Dr. Roseanne Gonzalez, and this is my channel, Dr. Rose Motivation Generation, where we're motivating each other. I'm taking this in a different direction, this channel. I want to inspire. I'm going to take the fluff away. I am going to be here to talk to you. You are my bestie. You are the one I'm talking to. And I want you to know your why. Why are you in the predicament you are in? What is the purpose behind it? And is it important to you? Does that make sense? With all that said, I will see you on the next one because you are amazing. Ciao.